juicy. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term time frame. Once we're done with that, you guessed it, we're going to go straight to the long term. Once we're done with the long term, guys, we're going to hit up some of my favorite charts, actually, just to see what's going on there in terms of open interest, Bitcoin reserve, whale ratio, you know, all the good stuff coming through there. Then we're going to be hitting up a bit of Bitcoin dominance because we saw a little bit of a bounce coming through there, and also fear and greed index. Once we're done with that, guys, we're going to be going straight through to my altcoins today. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential positions, potential professional TA for you guys to be learning. The altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today are Comp, Atom, and IOTA. Interesting stuff going through there. Some really good breakout scenarios that we could actually be really looking forward to there. I haven't got music on my stream yet, so I might put up some music in my ears because it's a bit quiet. I've not done this before. Yeah, once we're done with all that stuff, guys, then we'll do some altcoin requests. That's where you guys get your altcoin requests in the chat. And we basically, something in my eye, we basically just do live TA. Loads of live TA. Let's do some shout outs straight off the bat. We've got Jack, we've got Hero, we've got Here Optimist. I always say that wrong. Here Optimist, we've got JR, nice on the street there, JR. Leader Crypto said Wagwan CC Gang. I want to make like a gang sign for that. I think that'd be quite cool. Like Wagwan CC Gang and all that. That'd be quite sick. George is drunk again. Oh, George. Nice on the stream there, George. We've got Joe Hart, as usual. Massive OG coming through there. Do appreciate you, man. And then also we've got the members coming through. We've got Scrooge, MacD, massive shout out to you there, my good sir. As if saying, yeah, beer, and an unwanted plant index. Some random guy saying, CME gap isn't filled at 61. You're right, my good sir. Not quite there as of yet. Well, we'll probably take a look at that. LR saying hello again. Nice to see you on the stream there, LR. And Glenn says, beer and unwanted plant index. PSML. Cool stuff there, guys. Nice to see you all on the stream, supporting the channel here. Likewise, absolutely killing it so far. You guys have smashed up the like button, and you know how much that helps me. It really does help, so I really do appreciate the likes coming through. Without further ado, you're just going to have to give me a little bit of a minute, because I haven't got music on in my ears yet, so it's a bit weird hearing myself talk. Like, just get some progressive deep house on or something like that. We'll go for a bit of camel fat today. But yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic morning so far. Currently in England, it's 12 degrees. It's pretty cold, and it's cloudy, right? It's cloudy, and we're currently Thursday, 11/11/21. Amazing day, amazing day. Well, might be an amazing day, it might not be an amazing day, but yeah, let me just get some music on. Just trying to fill in conversation here, right? There we go. Here we go. Oh, it's gonna come on really loud, I bet. There we go. We'll leave it at that, and we will keep going. 14 likes as well, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. We've got Alk in the chat there. We've got Nikos in the chat there. We've got Mikom, and Asif saying fire emoji too. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight into Bitcoin. Did I miss the Bitcoin TA? No, you did not, Joe. I'm just about to go straight into it now. Let's go. Let's get it. As you can see here, guys, yesterday we were talking about this bullish pennant chart pattern, symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend, right? Morning, Ivo. Morning, Sai. Morning, Glenn. Everyone's jumping in today. They're nice to see you all on the stream there, guys. But yeah, bullish pennant chart pattern coming through. Symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend. Really, really quite bullish, right? I was saying we're insanely bullish yesterday, and then this happened. What the hell is this? No, basically, guys, we did actually get into a nice long position out of this bullish pennant chart pattern. Looking pretty good. It wasn't like the best trade in the world in terms of a little scalp. Obviously, the hour is it's always fun to be trading the hourly, but yeah, I did actually get in pretty much after we got this candle closed here. I got into this trade here on the hourly, got into a nice little long position. It was for me a bit risky getting in around this sort of area because, as you guys were probably watching the charts, we actually moved up really quite fast, and it was a bit too. I was sat there like, no. I'm gonna wait for that. See what happens. see how we go from there. But yeah, so as you can see, I got in after this candle close there. I was like, yeah, we've had a nice breakout. Yes, measure move is completed there, but the chances of us having continuation to the upside are quite high. But I did have the cautious take profit scenario going through. As you can see here, guys, as we usually do, staggering those take profits up, making sure we're banking that money as we go, just in case we get any sort of reversal. When I say reversal, I'm quoting this absolute filth. This is literally, you know when you've got a really full fruit bowl and there's an orange at the bottom of the fruit bowl that's just there and it's been there for weeks and you're like, you finish all your other fruit and you're like, oh, it's a dirty, moldy orange. That's exactly what this is. Filthy, moldy. What I was doing with that analogy, right? But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, guys, taking profits all the way up. We actually saw all-time highs yesterday of around near enough $69,000 there for Bitcoin, which is very, very progressive, right? Really, really quite good. We were talking about the idea of this dumping yesterday. We really, really were. And I actually did short this. I shorted this zone as we left this symmetrical triangle as well, because there was another measure move down, right? There was another measure move down. I literally shorted as we lost this low, pretty much on this candle close as well. And it really wasn't bad, guys. It really, really wasn't bad. I did the classic like stagger and take profits as I did up here. Stagger and take profits up. I didn't ride the wave all the way down. I literally rode it until the measure move completion, which you can see here was down to around the $65,000 there. And you can see that actually happened really quite fast. So I was like, oh, right, okay, that's 2 take profits hit. Pretty good. I'm happy with that, like 1%. Not too bad. But yeah, so not too bad. Glad I covered that. Now let's move on to some fresh TA, because obviously we need to discuss this problem. We need to discuss what has happened here, right? This has really shaken the markets up quite a bit. I think I was, to be fair, I was quite happy about my reactions to it yesterday. It wasn't more like my skill of being a trader. It was more of like luck on candle closes. Like it really was. It's just like, oh, that's closed below the low. That's closed below the high. I'm gonna get in. Brilliant. Looks good in terms of an up and down, short and long position there. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. That my beard keeps touching the microphone again. I think it's too high. But yeah, in terms of what we are seeing now, guys, obviously we saw the insane dump to the downside at around 62,822. Really quite progressive to the downside. Really quite filthy, right? Some say it's a trap. Some say we're going to have continuation and we're actually going to see a lower high here. Who knows at this time? Bitcoin is really quite on the fence. It really is quite on the fence. And as some random guy was saying a second ago, we still, I think, have a CME gap to fill. Let me have a little look on that quickly, just in case it has been filled on this chart. Not quite, guys. Not quite. We didn't quite fill it. We actually we flirted with the idea. We were in the park. We were having sandwiches together. But we didn't get that first kiss. No, we didn't. We didn't get it, and it wasn't as well. We didn't fill it, so that basically means it's still an open CME gap, right? And if we've got an open CME gap, the likelihood of us coming down and filling it, it's quite high, right? We have seen this actually happen quite a lot, right? They get filled. Like, don't know about percentages, but it's a lot of the time, guys. It's very rare for them not really to get filled, especially when we're literally like 3K away, right? And we know how quickly Bitcoin can just bounce around and do a skr. You know the score. So yeah, it's definitely something to be thinking about for the future, around that 61,000, 62,000, that sort of area there. Now, bringing back to Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, as I said, we didn't get there. If we are going to see us actually come down further, places to be looking out for, guys, is going to be this 200 EMA. We were discussing this yesterday as a bounce point at around 64,300. And to be honest with you, even though we've got the CME gap at 60, 62, 61, that sort of area, it's actually not even bad. It's really not even bad, because if we're going to jump to the macro scale here, it's still insanely bullish. We haven't invalidated any real crucial higher lows there. If anything, we've just set a higher low with this candle. So it's actually really nothing to be worried about. I know you leverage junkies are out there. I know you are. One for you, Ivo. I know you leverage junkies are out there. You've been slapping the veins for so long now. With it being so bullish, you've been leveraging the hell out of all the altcoins. Then out of nowhere, dump to the downside. But hey, we were speaking about this. Open interest was through the roof, guys. When it's through the roof, it's just a reflection on how many futures contracts are open at that time. And it was far too many. It probably is still far too many, but we will have a look. And that's obviously why the whales have dumped it like absolute crazy, right? And we did actually see altcoins take like a 10 to 15% hit yesterday, right? Because Bitcoin banged it down. I don't know about percentages for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin banged it down around 8%. So yeah, it's really quite expected when that does happen. Bitcoin bangs it down around 8%. We did see candle close at around 6% there. So not too bad. And after that, we've just kind of been trickling up, right? We've just been trickling up. Really not too bad. But yeah, we will get to altcoins and Bitcoin dominance and that sort of stuff coming through there. But yeah, Leader Crypto says 77 likes today. Wouldn't that be unreal? 77 likes. We've got 17 at the moment, guys. If you could smash the thumbs up on the stream, it does help the stream out. It does help me out. Pretty transparent about all that. And your likes really, really don't go unappreciated. They really, really do go appreciated. So I'm going to have a drink of water, and then we're going to carry on. Okay. Hamilton needs your beard. That's some good H2O, man. Some good stuff. Tell you what, this music is really popping in my ears now. Proper house music. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, we are in a nice micro uptrend. We've actually found a massive level of support on the 200 EMA. They're just going to write down 77 likes. See if we can hit that, guys. Amazing stuff. As you can see, we found a lovely level of support on the 200 EMA. What I would say, we have cleared the 10 simple here. When we've cleared the 10 simple, hopefully we can get a nice little bounce point on that. If we can get a bounce point on that, it's going to be looking very, very good. In terms of like dropping down to the short term now, you can see we are the short term. You can see we are in this quite nice uptrend, right? We are setting higher lows after higher lows after higher lows continuously, really, really continuously. Not really looking like we're going to have any sort of reversal at this time. If we are going to have a reversal, guys, these higher lows are really going to be points to be looking out for, because this basically means a reversal in the trend if we start crossing these to the downside, right? If we start crossing these to the downside, we're going to see a reversal in the trend, and that's when we can basically be like on the well, not the macro, but this sort of scale here, we can be like, okay, we're coming down, higher lows are getting invalidated, the 10 simples now to be challenged. Now, are we going to be coming down and setting a new candle body low below the 200 EMA? It's all up in the air at this point in time. Could be a dead cat bounce. We'll just have to see how this does plan out, guys. But yeah, points to watch on the short-term time frame right now. It is going to be this 200 EMA at 64,393. If we do lose that, I would expect continuation to the downside. And what we are seeing here would be resistance off this 21 moving average, and also a lower high on the shorter-term time frame, guys. I'm not saying we've got a macro lower high here, which is a lower high on the bigger time frames, right? On the bigger scale. I'm saying it's going to be a lower high in terms of the micro downtrend that we've got here. If that makes sense to you newer traders out there. Is basically going to mean a lower high, which basically is going to mean shorter term, probably continuation to the downside, as we were saying, down to that CME gap. So yeah, a couple of things to be thinking about there. We just have to see where this does reverse. And to be honest, if we are going to be looking at even setting new highs here, it's quite ambitious, guys. We're still really quite far away. And to be honest, the last time that we did set all-time highs like this, let's go back in history a little bit here, guys. As you can see, we go all-time highs. We smashed the all-time high level at around 67,000. And then we had a little micro downtrend, guys. A micro downtrend, and the manipulation was it was pretty rough, right? It was really, really quite rough. So just be prepared for this, guys, because it's going to be, if we are going to head in this sideways sort of range now, it's going to be a bit of a fun time. Bit of a fun time, especially for the altcoins, right? So yeah, just be careful, and just try not to be like we're going to the moon. Try not to be like we're going to the floor, right? It's probably going to be a sideways market for now, and just let everything kind of chill out a bit, because the whales probably made a lot of money yesterday, because I know a lot of people were panic selling, right? Did see that quite a lot across all the communities that I'm part of on Telegram and stuff like that, right? A lot of people were like, I've got to sell. Oh my god, it's dumping. Yeah, so it was quite entertaining to not entertaining to watch, but well, it was entertaining to watch, right? But yeah, this is sort of like a calm and collected scenario, because on the macro scale, guys, at the end of the day, we are actually really still very bullish, right? We are still very, very bullish. So yeah, moving on to the midterm here for the old BTC Bitcoiny Woiny. As you can see, guys, as we were discussing yesterday, you can see at this top side here, we've got this lovely yellow trend line, guys. We've got this lovely yellow trend line, and we know what that means. When we have a nice yellow trend line like that, it forms a bearish divergence, guys. A bearish divergence, which basically means selling momentum to the downside. This is pretty hard to predict, right? Just because you can see how, obviously we weighed up the scenario of this actually happening, but you can see how quickly we actually dumped down to the downside. So the pullback off this bearish divergence was really too fast to actually be that reactive too. So this dump just came out of nowhere. This could mean continuation, more continuation to the downside because it was so fast, and it could not even be this actually playing out yet. If that is going to happen, guys, crucial points to be looking out for is going to be a bounce point on the RSI around... My big head is in the way again. I really need to watch that, guys. Yeah, so you can see this crucial point on the RSI is going to be around 43.62 there in terms of a bounce point for Bitcoin, in terms of level of support on the lower side of that symmetrical triangle that we've got coming through here. And that is going to be setting a higher low coming through if we can actually see any sort of reversal coming through, which is obviously going to be a bit more bullish, which is good. It's good. But what I would say, if we are going to see continuation to the downside, obviously we do have that trend line to be thinking about on the RSI as we were just talking about. We do also have this level of resistance here as well. We didn't get a candle body close below that yesterday. We didn't. Luckily, we didn't. If we did, I would have instantly said, yep, below the 55 EMA, we're basically going to be coming down and testing this 61K fairly soon, right? But please be aware, if we are going to lose this trend line here, you can see the Viva La resistance. You can see it. It's futile. We could actually see dumps to the downside if we are going to lose this zone, guys. So yeah, just please be aware of that, and please use that information to your advantage there. Now, this is also quite an interesting scenario as well, weighing up all possibilities here, guys, because we do have, it's obviously the midterm here for Bitcoin, so we do obviously have, we've got another measure move coming through. The measure move could actually line up here, and this could be bringing us up to all-time high sort of scenarios there. If we are going to come up to the all-time high wick there in terms of that trend line, it's going to line up pretty perfectly with setting a new all-time high at 69,250. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out, whether this is going to run up now. For me personally, as I was saying there, I was scalping the hell out of it yesterday, and I'm genuinely long across a lot of exchanges and stuff like that at this point in time. So I probably won't be trading this. I'm probably just going to let it ride out. It's a bit too volatile at this point in time to be trading this on these longer term time frames, because if you do see, because the reason why I'm saying that, guys, obviously I did say yesterday, like, I'm scalping. I was scalping that at like getting like 1% and that sort of scenarios there. That's absolutely fine when you're doing it like that. But here, when you're really going for these like 6%, that sort of like higher swing sort of trading strategy, right? When you're going for those sort of larger swings, it's actually more risky because you're in the trade for a considerably longer period of time, right, compared to the hourly. So this 4-hour trade, running all the way up to the top, could literally last probably till like the 15th of November, like 4 or 5 days and stuff like that. And when you're seeing this crazy volatileness coming through, volatileness coming through there, yeah, it's just something I don't really want to be a part of, but it's just something to weigh up for you guys to be thinking about there. But yeah, so in terms of a level of support to be thinking about there, we've got around 64,762 to be thinking about there. But yeah, if the gain is going to be coming up there, it's going to be around a 6% gainer. But for me personally, I'm probably going to stay away from this. I'd be more inclined. I would actually be more inclined to ride this wave up if we had a nice bit of consolidation, right? A nice bit of consolidation should chill us out, let the RSIs come down a bit, and just get a nice, more calm entry, because I think everyone's panicking a bit at the moment, and it's not really something I want to be a part of, right? But yeah, as I said, I'm making money continuously on a lot of other things, so it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine to be missing like one trade here. And as I said, I made like 2% yesterday, just scalping Bitcoin. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. So yeah, in terms of another level of support to be looking out for, if we did lose this this upward sloping currently support line there, we could be looking at around 61,000, as we were saying. That is going to be CME gap to be filled there. But yeah, overall, not too bad. I would say we do have a rising wedge chart pattern coming through as well, guys. We know about these rising wedges. They tend to break to the downside. This is not good. This is not good. When I say not good, I mean bad. This is really bad, just because the measure move to the downside would be on the most recent, obviously, guys, this is speculatively speaking, it's going to be on the most recent downtrend onto where this touch point is going to be, to this 61,000, 62k. If we are going to lose that zone, it's going to be bad. It's going to be 55,000 to the downside there. So yeah, not too hot, right? It's really not too hot. In terms of percentages there, I mean, to be honest, if the market is going to start trending down, I probably would be shorting this. So first things first take profit, it would be these higher lows, guys, because you know the deal. We stagger our take profits basically all the way down to basically catch every little bit of profit we can before any sort of reversal coming through. And as you can see, this is sort of the take profit sort of scenario that I would be looking for along this sort of ride. quite a free area. There's not that much going on there. Bit of consolidation and stuff like that's not really that much, but I would say first take profit is going to be this higher low there, and that's going to be at probably, depending on how low and how long it takes us to get there, say 2.68%. Next one's going to be around 3.78%. Next one's going to be around 5.27%, 7% there, to finish us off around a nice 10% dump there for Bitcoin. And to be honest, guys, even a 10% retracement now is absolutely fine. It's really, really not a problem. It's really, really not a problem for Bitcoin to even be retracing to these levels. Granted, it's not the best scenario, but let's take a step back. We're at all-time highs, guys. We've been at all-time, clearing all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. Open interest is through the goddamn roof. So yeah, we're expecting some dumps coming through. There goes the first pen of the stream. And Michael Allen coming through with the super chat. Keep up the good work. Have a cold one on me. Thank you very much, my good sir. Do appreciate the $20 coming through there. If you do have an altcoin request at all, my good sir, please, please, please put it in the chat, and I'll do that for you when we get to the altcoin request part of the show. I'm just going to get my other pen. Yeah, another pen, and I will get that written down for you. I can't see properly. My eyes are going really blurry. Not good. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty much Bitcoin summed up on the midterm coming through. Let's we did cover the RSI and this bearish divergence scenario coming through. Let's talk about the MACD, as we were talking yesterday, guys, about this down. We were talking about this trend cycle, right, and the possibilities of us respecting this trend as we came to this low point. This is quite an educational point here, guys, just because sometimes when we see these low points, when we see a potential break point on the MACD in terms of the trend having the continuation there, we saw this come through yesterday. We saw a nice little flirtation with this trend line, but no respect. There was no respect there, and that's obviously another correlative point to see where we actually dumped off a cliff there. So for future reference, it's just a piece of information that you guys can be using for your trading, for your outlook on trading, right? if that even makes any sense, right? Yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up here on the midterm. Let me get through to the long term, because we were looking at a long position, guys. We were looking at a lovely, juicy long position before we started cascading down. But this is actually really quite interesting as well, just because we did see another bearish divergence coming through here, which we were talking about on yesterday's stream. Another bearish divergence coming through here on the daily as well. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is actually going to plan out there, and whether momentum is actually dying as we hit this all-time high. And to be honest, as I was saying there, guys, even if we do pull back, it's not even a problem. It's really like, look at September, right? The September pullback. It's not invalidated. Obviously, we got over a couple of higher lows there, but nothing really too crazy. If anything, this is actually good, because we've actually set a really congruent, solid higher low there, which we know if we're going to be breaking this, guys, in the future, then we're definitely going to have continuation to the downside, right? And that's a fact. No, but yeah, that's basically what I'm saying here, guys. As you can see, we do have a lovely pullback from the previous all-time high at around 60. Well, the previous all-time high test there at did we break all-time highs? Yeah, we did. Around 67 there, around 67k there. Obviously, we did pull back, consolidated for a while. Now, what are we seeing here, guys? This is going to be a very, very strong high low as well, and that's going to be around 58,000 there. Yeah, 58k there. To be honest, if we lose that, yes, I would be expecting prices around 52 there. But I think it's quite unlikely that we do lose that, guys, unless the momentum really is going to slow down here. But as long as we're above the volume weighted ATR band and above all major moving averages here on the daily, it's still bullish, guys. Let me just stress that. Let me just push that across to you. We are still goddamn bullish in this market. It's still looking really, really quite good. Let's bring up the bull market barrier and have a little look at that, because we're still blue, guys. We're still blue. We're still bullish. It's all good. Let's get rid of that for now. It's all good in the hood for that bit there. But yeah, if we do actually come down, guys, at the end of the day, it is going to be just a higher low created. And we could even come down to this this 59k level there and bounce from there, right? Obviously, it's not going to be great with the volume weighted ATR band, but as long as it's a wick and we don't get a candle body close below the volume weighted ATR band, it's not really the worst scenario in the world there. So yeah, a couple of things to be thinking about for the future there. But overall, Bitcoin bullish, guys. Bitcoin bullish. In terms of challenge points now, let's talk moving averages for a minute. Let's talk moving averages for a minute. Then we'll draw some patterns, shall we? As you can see there, we've got a 10 simple coming through, and the level of resistance actually along this zone, you can see Viva la resistance, Viva la resistance, Viva la resistance. Quite strong in terms of pullbacks there. So this is definitely something to be looking out for. If we do lose this 10 simple, we're going to be losing this 63,734 as a horizontal level of support. If we lose that, guys, volume weighted ATR band, hello, she's there to catch us. Support, support, support. You can see really quite nice, really quite nice. I really wouldn't be that worried until we lost this, guys. Even if we lose this, wick down, dirty trap to the downside, and get candle body close above it, we're going to have continuation to the upside. So it's still going to be progressively bullish for us in the long run. Really not looking bad. Please, please, please do not panic. I know everyone got a bit shook up yesterday because it's just because you're all leveraging the hell out of everything, right? Leverage junkies out here, guys. I know a lot of people were leveraging yesterday, and quite a few people got liquidated, right? or got stopped out, right? Just because obviously open interest is through the roof, guys. And we've been talking about this for literally probably like a couple of weeks now. How the whales are waiting for more positions to be opened, and then they're just going to dump the price, right? Think like a whale. Y'all shall not fail. Or where I was going with that. 27 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. Do really appreciate the likes coming through. So if you can smash the thumbs up on the stream, it does help out the stream tremendously. And as we have seen from the subscriber count recently, it's gone through the goddamn roof. We hit 2.6k, 2.6 thousand subscribers. I just want to touch on my lifetime sale that I've got coming through. Lifetime sale to all of my indicators, guys. You're going to get the WOD machine, the sideways money indicator, the CC RSI, the rounded blue box zone. Also, with training videos as well, guys. So you can basically, it teaches you how I make money using all my indicators, right? There's only a lifetime deal. We're really getting quite low. They're getting bought up quite fast, guys. So yeah, just so you know, just want to touch on that ever so quickly. Moving on, I want to go to hash rate. Should we have a look at the hash rate quickly? That's still really quite far apart, miles away from a crossover, guys. So we're still really looking quite progressive on that front. Long from 43,000, 43,800. It always makes me laugh when I say that, right? Long from 43,800 up to where we are now. Still going. When this hash rate crosses over, then yes, that's when we're going to see a close. Even though we're seeing pullbacks, we're still miles away. We're still actually getting further apart there, guys. So it's still really quite progressive. If you guys did want this indicator for free, you can go to your indicator tab on TradingView. You can go to Hash Ribbons Backtest by Bitcoin Beats, and you can literally get it for free. It's very profitable. I would recommend that. You can literally blindly long it. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. In terms of these charts coming through, interesting. My favorite charts that I like to look at on a daily basis for a little insight into what is happening in the markets coming through. It's obviously they're obviously really good to give you a gauge in terms of I guess kind of like the economic calendar for forex and stuff like that, right? You can basically use these charts to get a gauge on basically what's happening with Bitcoin and the whole crypto market in general. As you can see, guys, funding rates have been trending up ever so slowly, but we did see actually quite a big spike over the last few days or so. As you can see there, we did see quite a big spike coming through there. So yes, definitely interesting to say there, because it's going to be it's actually going to be more expensive to be holding your long positions now. And when I say funding rates, guys, if you guys don't know what the funding rate is, you basically have to pay this every 8 hours when you're holding a position, right? So the higher this goes, the more percentage you're going to be paying out of your position, right? In terms of the all exchange reserve, right, we have seen this really cascade down, right? And this is how much Bitcoin is being held on exchanges compared to the wallets, right? So this is people moving their money from Bitcoin, so from exchanges like Binance, like Bybit, Femex, all of that stuff, all of the exchanges, basically moving their money, their Bitcoin, into private wallets like Trust Wallets and MetaMask. And as you can see there, guys, we are getting lower. Over the last few days or so, we have actually seen quite a little bit of a buyback coming through there. A little bit of a transformation, a transfer. So a nice little bit of a transfer coming through there. So it's probably people seeing the massive dump and going, oh no, we're at the top. I'm done. I'm selling. So yeah, that's interesting stats to be looking at there. In terms of whale ratio right now, this is actually really interesting because we did actually see a pretty strong dump coming through, and that actually signified like strength there for the altcoins. Sometimes it's wrong, man. Sometimes it's wrong. So yeah, obviously that information really did not help us yesterday. Really did not help us yesterday because obviously we dumped off an absolute cliff. Where's that open interest? There she is, open interest. There she is. As you can see, guys, this is a reflection of how many. Is my head in the way? No, my head's not in the way. This is a reflection of how many leverage futures contracts are open at this time. It's still really quite high, but you can see since yesterday we have actually seen quite a bit of a, not the hugest, biggest pullback in the world, but it's come back a bit, right? Because a lot of people would have actually been stopped out, or contracts would have been closed just through panic selling and panic trading, right? So yeah, a couple of things to be touching on there. Not too bad, but yeah, nice bit of information. If you guys do want to go check out this website, it's called Crypto Quant, and just you go through all these charts and just select your favorite charts, and yeah, it's quite cool. It does help out on a day-to-day basis. CME gap, as we were talking about, 61, 62 area to still be filled. Volume weighted ATR band coming through as well in terms of a level of support at around 61,800. So yeah, not the end of the world. And this is probably definitely going to get filled, guys. So just be prepared for a nice big dump down. We didn't actually see that get there yesterday, so this could be an inclination for another little bit of a pullback to the downside here. And even if we do come down to this level, we're still not going to be invalidating any higher lows, guys. So it's really absolutely fine to be doing that. And annoyingly, we would be setting a lower low from this trend. And then what would we be looking for? We would be looking for a lower high. Sorry, we were looking at the invalidation of a lower high on the longer term time frames to basically see that reversal, so another leg up basically. So yeah, overall still bullish, guys. CME gap to be looking out for is going to be that 61, 62. In terms of Bitcoin dominance there, we were actually talking about this yesterday and how we've actually bounced up quite significantly here. And obviously it has slowed alts down, right? Because obviously if we're going up here, guys, it's people moving their money from the altcoins into Bitcoin, right? And obviously that's pulling the altcoins down. Now, let me have a look at the chat quickly. Let's all meet up for a curry in London, guys. It's all on Chester. Funny stuff there, man. funny stuff, bro. I do want to do some sort of meetup, but I know a lot of my audience is you're all over the world, so it would be pretty hard. It would be pretty hard. But if we carry on the way that we're going, all us OGs in the chat, we'll be driving Lambos and McLarens before we know it. And I know there's some Audi R8. I know there's some BMW M4s out there. So yeah, it won't be long. Won't be long, guys, until we can do an international meetup or something like that. Maybe a massive all-inclusive crypto holiday or something. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Like an 8-star resort or something. That'd be brilliant if there is an 8-star resort. And but yeah, so as you can see, Bitcoin dominance, as you can see here, guys, we have seen actual quite heavy level of resistance coming through at 44.74% there, and we have actually seen us pull back down. This is actually really quite interesting because we have seen alts, they're not performing too badly today. I would say probably on average, just scanning over my watch list there, we're up around 2 to 5% there. Not too bad. A couple of 1%ers there, so yeah, not too bad. We can meet in the metaverse, broski. Yeah, that sounds I like the idea of that, man. I do like the idea of that. That sounds really, really cool. Yeah, it does, and a lot cheaper for everyone else who can't quite afford to be traveling internationally and all of that stuff. But yeah, we'll all get there, guys. Don't you sweat it, man. Portsmouth, UK here. Amazing stuff there, man. I do like Portsmouth. Nice place, man. Where are we? Total market cap. Let's have a little gander at that. As you can see, we have seen a pretty strong level of resistance there at this volume weighted ATR. But if we can get above that, guys, that's going to be a massive inclination for progression, right? When I say progression, I mean humongous uptrends in terms of investments here for crypto in general there, guys. So you can see, obviously, we did have a bit of a pullback recently, but we actually bounced pretty nicely on the 21 moving average there, above a current pivot point, so we could actually bounce here and have the continuation up. Currently sat at $2.8 trillion dollar market cap. Unreal. Let's look at the one without BTC. Same sort of scenario there, guys. We didn't quite get above the volume weighted ATR band as strong there. But yeah, the higher this goes, the higher the market cap will go to try and chase it there. And you can see it's really quite progressive at the moment. And this pullback, obviously, you can see how scary it was for everyone there, because you can see actually how low the market cap went there. We went all the way down to 1.45 trillion, and then in the same day back up to 1.54 trillion. So you can see the investment literally 500 billion or 100 billion or something crazy in and out of crypto in the space of literally not very long at all there. So you can see how up in the air everyone was. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Curry in an episode of Crime Watch. Funny stuff there. So this is it's quite interesting. Like you're all like, oh, I'm Like Ben Rogers saying, "Oh no way, I'm in Fairham," and or Farham. I can't read that well. But yeah, like there's someone in the chat. Is Phoenix? His name is. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Phoenix. He's quite an OG on the channel now, and yeah, he used to live in like a little village that I used to live in as well. The chances of that, it's just such a small world out here, guys. So so yeah, maybe we'll do a UK meetup or something like that. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, let's move on. Been waffling on about a while now. Extreme greed, still. You guys, you're too greedy out here. No, obviously, this right now, I think it's a bit lagged. It's a bit lagged. Yesterday, the dump happened like quite late in the day, right, guys? So I think tomorrow we're probably gonna be sat around probably 70, 65, that sort of area. That's what I do kind of reckon there. So yeah, we'll see how that goes tomorrow. So that's a little prediction for tomorrow. And to be honest, it's probably going to be a better thing if that does come down a bit. But obviously that is going to be having an effect on how we are behaving today. We are in a little micro uptrend, as I was saying there. Oh, we are curling over ever so slightly, which isn't the hottest scenario. Isn't the hottest scenario, but we do have higher lows here coming through at 64,500. So definitely points to watch there. Where were we? Just want to check on... Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Premium scout package, guys. Hello, money. 2 take profits hit. We did short from this zone. First take profit was around here, around 0.8%, and second take profit around 1.51%, and that's for XRP. And then the second trade of the morning was on ADA as well. Let's have a little look at that. First take profit hit. Amazing stuff there. First take profit hit around 0.66%, and now basically stop loss to entry. And it's basically a winning trade, guys. We know it's a winning trade. So yeah, that's the first two take profits of the premium scout package hit already of the day. Gonna have, because obviously yesterday I went to actually scan the charts and get some more trades coming through for you guys, but then all this was happening, and I was like, right, yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave this right now, because there's no point in randomly entering positions on altcoins that haven't quite dumped yet and stuff like that. Just try and get like that 1% just in case it moves like crazy and we just get stop lost. And that wouldn't have been like the wisest decision. So I was like, I think we only had like 3 trades in the package yesterday, but it's very, very, very rare that happens. It's only under these circumstances when I'm there like, guys, there's no point trading this now. In terms of, we trade a sideways market. This indicator is called the sideways money for a reason. And as you can see, this is far from bloody sideways. So we did leave that, but I am going to be banging in a lot more signals into that group today, guys, just to make up for that. I'm probably going to get maybe an extra 3. So we'll probably have 8 trades come through there today, just to make up for not having that in yesterday. But yeah, you guys can, if you want a free trial on this indicator, and also on the private Telegram package as well, you can start your free trial on the website. Yeah, not a problem with that. 5 trades a day, 25 trades a week, 100 trades a month, 73% success rate or something. Pretty good. Anyway, moving on. Let's do some altcoins, guys. The 3 altcoins of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today are IOTA, Atom, and also a bit of comp as well. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff there. Ben Rogers says, scan ourselves using Hero, then meet up as ourselves in Metaverse. Yes. I like this Hero. I like it, man. I was looking into it, man. It looks quite cool, man. It looks quite cool. You scan yourself, and it creates like a 3D avatar of you for the Metaverse. It's quite cool. Really, really quite cool. And in terms of progression for that project itself, it only needs a buyer. If someone like that is selling technology like that, who is in line to buy it? Facebook. No, obviously they're going to be looking for outsourcing certain projects like that. So if they can, they're going to. So yeah, Hero is definitely one to look at, guys, I would say, in terms of a Metaverse gain to be looking out for the future there. Some random guy says, can you have a quick look at ICP, please? Tell you what, before I do my altcoins of the day, man, I will. Just for you. Just for you. And I'm going to have some water, and then we're going to bang out some altcoins there. Forex, no thank you. Yeah, so ICPs are green. As you can see, we've got a level of support that we've got actually to get formed yesterday, so it's actually not looking too bad there. And at the end of the day, it is a higher low, guys. We've got a low point getting set. If this dump was actually going to prevail and we were going to see us come down even lower, I would have expected to break this lower low. But no, we haven't seen that, so it's actually a higher low. We're actually currently challenging lower highs. So to be honest with you, I would expect ICP to really take a leg up here. I really, really would. So yeah, it's definitely quite progressive for ICP for the future there. If we all meet up naked on the metaverse, it is equally embarrassing. Is it equally embarrassing? That's pretty funny, man. I do like that. And 30 likes as well, guys. You guys are killing out here. To appreciate your likes. I actually haven't got the sub count up today. I probably should. Let me just see if I can bring that up on another screen. Any chance if you could look at Monero if you have a minute? It says Mike.com. I keep trying to say Mick.com. Really confuses me, man. Just looking at XMR very quickly, just because I've got hella bags of XMR, my good sir. Hella. Big money in XMR. Big potential coming through. Really not too bad. I would say, obviously, we've got all these chart patterns coming through here, guys. Ascending triangle down to the downside. Not too bad. Looking at breakout scenario coming through there. We've got a range coming through. You can see the resistance from this range. Really quite strong. We were testing that yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't prevail. We didn't see a measure move breakout to the upside there. Unfortunately, hey, it is what it is. Overall, still very, very bullish. What we could say now, as you can see, we do have a high, lower high, lower high. Challenging these lower highs continuously, looking for that breakout. But what I would say, we could actually be drawing in something probably along the lines of this, guys, and it would be a symmetrical triangle coming through, because you can see we've got these high lows being set, and then we could be looking at another sort of breakout scenario coming through from that, and it is going to line up perfectly with that that range that we're looking at for us there. As well there. So when we actually break out of this zone, guys, around 295, I would really expect higher prices around 336, and that's not even anywhere remotely near what we saw before at the last run for Monero, and you can see how quickly that does run up. So I'm very, very bullish on Monero for the long run, guys. I really, really am. It's quite a big hodl of mine. I'm not here to shill at all, but as you know, I'm not here shilling you affiliate links and all that crap. I'm not about that. I make my money through trading, right? But what I do say is, if I'm going to be making insane gains on a coin, guys, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing that, and then you guys can obviously go and do your own research, and hopefully you can make the same gains too. Obviously nothing I said is not advice at all. Yesterday's dips making me some cold hard cash, baby, says Asif. Yes, sir. Very good to see. I love that. I love you guys making money, and yeah, good. And yeah, it's obviously a whole buy the dip scenario. Just gonna have some H2O, and then we're gonna start banging out these altcoins of the day. And I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. It is Thursday. I don't know how hot it is in your country, but it's 13 degrees in mine. It's fairly warm, actually. We did have like a quite a cold week, and like a couple of weeks back, and it was like, God, it's freezing in this country now. It's like 3 degrees and stuff like that. But now it's really it's picked up the pace a bit, guys. It has picked up the pace a bit, and it's not too bad in terms of temperature for now. For now, I think maybe December we're just gonna get wrecked with like -10 or something. Mikom says, thanks, dude, you're a legend. Not a problem, man, not a problem there. Thoughts on Senso, please, Chester? Another metaverse project. David Guetta is involved. Cool. Enables you to go to gigs within the metaverse. Wow, that's cool. That's really, really cool. I love the idea of that. I love the idea of that, especially with the whole controversial conversation of crowds at the moment, obviously with the whole Travis Scott situation. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but yeah, there was a bit of a crowd surge at like a gig in America, and quite a lot of people died, right? Not very good. So yeah, there's obviously, I think it's gonna be really a lot tighter restrictions coming in the future in terms of crowding, in like crowds, and like because there was like 55,000 people there, and we know festivals in England, like say Reading Festival, there's like 100,000 people or something. So if it's 55,000 people, think of the restrictions that they're going to start putting in. So going back to your point there, Ben, about Senso project, that actually sounds really quite interesting, because if you can go see one of your artists, one of your favorite artists, by just putting on your headset and just sitting in your room, or you'd be standing in your room, blitzo drunk inside of inside of the metaverse, that would be really quite cool, right? Good for the future. Travis Scott done a metaverse concert already. Is that the Fortnite thing you're on about? I don't think that was quite metaverse, but hey, I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Might be a different thing there. But yeah, moving on, guys. Let's do some altcoins of the day. We did look at the subscriber count here. 2,654 unbelievable gains there, guys. Near enough parabolic on the chart. Let me see if I can show you guys. Oh, not that. That's the news. You can see here, we've near enough got parabolicness coming through there. So really, really quite insane gains coming through there. So your likes really don't go unappreciated. They are really insanely helping the community and the channel that we're building here together. Now, let's do some altcoins, guys. The first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of comp. As you can see here, guys, previous all-time highs? Previous all-time highs coming through here for comp, causing a pretty strong trend line to the downside. We're looking at around $900 there. Pretty crazy stuff. You can see actually the resistance that we've got from this zone really quite strong. Really, really quite strong. I mean, it is going to be the September lower high sort of scenario from the all-time high there, but we did actually have challenged this lower high multiple times, and this basically is going to give us a very, very strong horizontal for the future, guys. A very, very strong horizontal for the future. Now, let's weigh up some breakout scenarios, because to the lower side, obviously, we got this low coming through here at around this 197 there. You can see actually the level of support that we have formed along this zone multiple times here. Really quite good. You can see yesterday that insane dump to the downside. We actually got pretty held up, which is really nice by this support. Really, really quite good there. And now we could be looking at progression to the upside. Nice breakout scenario to be looking out for there. I mean, to be honest with you, it is a symmetrical triangle, guys. It is a symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend there. So it is a bullish pennant chart pattern. So these tend to usually break to the upside, but it's quite big on the scale of things in terms of downtrends. So I really, when I say it's on the big scale in terms of downtrends, right? You can see the downtrends are really quite large here. So if we are looking for any sort of if it is going to break out to the downside, guys, which as I said, it's not as likely to, but if it is, there is going to be a short position to be taken advantage of, and that is still not going to bring us down to the previous low. So that's still very achievable in terms of a short position there. We could be looking at around a 26.47% gain there. So really not too bad. In terms of an upwards breakout scenario there, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. Obviously, we're going to be above all major moving averages for this as well. Obviously, guys, speculatively speaking on where we're going to break as well. And also, this isn't greedy measure moves, guys. This is quite achievable, really quite achievable, at around 24.97% there. So that's going to be around a 25% gain there. And obviously, we're not going to be getting in, I don't think, until we've cleared this high here, because the moment that we clear this lower high, guys, we're going to be breaking out of this trend line. We're going to be literally invalidating a lower high here, and that's basically a confirmation that we're going to have continuous momentum to the upside. I would say second take profit for me personally. I would probably be jumping down to the lower term time frames to get a few more in there, just in terms of correlative horizontal points there, and also moving averages. As we start trending up, they're going to be more reactive there on the shorter term time frames due to the candle sizes there. But this is sort of the sort of template that I would be looking for here, guys. As you can see, entry around this 390, first take profit around this 426, second 448, 463, and yeah, to finish off, probably 463 there. Not too bad. We'll just have to see how that goes, but definitely something to be looking out for the future there for comp, in terms of a lovely breakout scenario. Let's jump down to the smaller term time frames, see what we can gauge that's basically happened here. As you can see, I would say we've got this 200 EMA here that's actually acting as a level of resistance now. After us finding multiple levels of support on this zone, right? Multiple levels of support on this zone. So now we know if we can get above this, guys, hopefully we're actually going to take a leg up from here, and that would give us a bit more confirmation that we're going to see a breakout for the future on the longer term timeframes that we were talking about. If we see resistance here, we already know about this level of support. We already know about this $316 level for a lovely bounce point up again. Maybe we're going to consolidate along there for a bit, maybe a little symmetrical triangle coming through, and then we're looking at a micro breakout, and then an invalidation of lower highs, and then a bigger breakout on the macro scale. So yeah, a couple of scenarios to be looking out for that for the future there for comp. But what I would say is what has just happened there, trend line has been broke to the downside here quite aggressively as well, going off this high low and also this high low here. And as you can see, we do have another symmetrical triangle coming through from this high as well in terms of lower highs being set. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but what I would say is pretty strong trend lines coming through on the micro sort of scale here. In terms of breaking these up, it's going to be fairly hard, right? It's going to be fairly hard because you can see there's a lot of resistance here for us to break through, right? So what I would say is maybe probably a lower high gets set around this sort of area, and then a bit more continuation to the downside. Just for now, places to watch in terms of support, in terms of a bounce point there, is going to be around 326 for the shorter term time frame. But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today on comp. Don't know if I pressed that right. But yeah, let me have a look at the chat there. A VeChain for altcoin of the day, question mark. I think VeChain got altcoin of the day. It was definitely this week. It definitely got it this week because we were talking about VeChain in terms of a lovely breakout scenario and making that money. And to be fair, we did make that money, right? We did make that money. So if we jump to the daily here, I'll just go over that ever so quickly for you there. So as you can see, ascending triangle from this dirty grey box zone there in terms of lower highs from the all-time high coming through there, which is 29, 27, 28. 28, just about 28 there. So yeah, as you can see, lower highs being set from there. You obviously saw quite a lot of progression. Breakout scenario is going to be up to around 42%. You can see all these yellow lines. These are all take profits, guys. These are all my take profits coming through. Would have probably entered around this sort of area here, clearing this high here, and then probably riding that wave up. First take profit hit, second take profit hit, third take profit hit, and now we're at stop. We're can't think. We're at entry, right? We near enough wick down to entry actually, so not quite getting there at entry there, but yeah, stop loss is at entry now, so we know it's going to be profitable at the end of the day. Still going to be riding this wave up. Hopefully we can see VeChain actually continue this uptrend up like so, and then we can see final take profits get hit there. So yeah, not too bad overall for VeChain. Pretty bullish. So yeah, not too bad there. Just a little update for you there on VeChain. Let me do my second altcoin of the day ever so quickly, and that is going to be Atom, guys. We've got interesting stuff coming through for Atom. Very, very interesting. As you can see, I will can't speak. Get that in there. Cheeky horizontal. Cheeky horizontal. Let me have some water and then we'll carry on. Can you please look at Litecoin? I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can look at some other altcoins, guys. I just want to I do 3 altcoins of the day every single day, just to show you guys potential positions that I will be taking. And also, just to go over some valuable TA for you guys to be learning, because I know some of you are still learning out there. So yeah, I see what you're saying there, Ben Rogers, about physical and mental health people not being able to attend gigs. It sounds quite cool. Putting them into the metaverse and stuff like that, so everyone gets the same opportunities. Do like that quite a lot. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys bear with me, I will get to your altcoin request. Just be patient, my good people, and obviously you know the score. If you like the content, click that sub, click the notification bell. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. The second altcoin of the day that I have chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of Cosmos, a bit of Atom coming through there. We know about Atoms, really quite small. Now, what I would say here, guys, we do have a symmetrical triangle coming through. All-time high levels? All-time high levels? All-time high levels reached here fairly recently in September there. We've seen quite a lot of progression here for Atom, around $44.50 there. Since then, yes, bit of a crash, not the best scenario, but lower highs being set nonetheless. Two lower highs being set. You can see actually the Viva La resistance that we are finding from this zone. So for the future, in terms of resistance point, we know this is going to be a bit of a scary area to be a part of, right? And that's going to be around $42 there for Cosmos right now. I would say in terms of a level of support, you can see actually we are being held up pretty well by the 55, which is this lovely green bad boy coming through there. In terms of level of support, you can see that. But as you can see, this trend line is also holding us up as well. Even in terms of this dump, we do have a lovely horizontal level of support at 29.33. So yeah, in terms of a summary for support, guys, we've got a hell of a lot of it, right? We've got a hell of a lot of support to the downside here. So to be honest, I really wouldn't expect us to be coming down any lower than this $29 there. If we do, we've also got another lovely 200 EMA sat around this $25 and 24 as well there. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a bounce point, guys. I really don't think we're going to be coming any lower than that at this point. Let's talk about breakout scenarios to the upside, because this is obviously in a lovely macro uptrend here, looking really, really quite bullish right now. We're just basically finding base camp 1, guys. And when I say base camp 1 for you new people here, we're looking for Mount Everest climb, guys. When we're climbing Everest here, We need, when we're going in this parabolic state of mind, parabolic motion coming through here, guys, we need basically a base camp 1. And when I say base camp 1, guys, I mean consolidation. We need consolidation to basically validate this insane pump to the upside. In terms of this low to this high here, it's a 384% pump, guys. So we need to basically validate this. Otherwise, we're going to see crashes to the downside, insane retracement. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want consolidation, and then we want base camp 2. That's what we're looking for. Base camp 2 sat around $80 or something like that. So it's going to be literally like 100% gain or something crazy. That's what we really want there for Cosmos. But in terms of that analogy going now, let's get rid of that for now. And let's do a breakout scenario of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern. As you can see here, I would say this is going to be the measure move to the upside that we could be looking for here. Now we have consolidated for quite a while. It's really going to be quite progressive when we do see this. In terms of percentages, hello, 27% money, cold hard cash, price prediction of around $53.99 there. So really quite achievable, not too far out of the way, considering we were literally just at $44, only $10 away, really quite crazy. And the way that this market cap has been behaving, it's been just firing up really, really quite fast there. So yeah, really, really quite bullish here on Atom and Cosmos. Oh, same thing. Cosmos in general there, guys. So yeah, not too bad. As I said, massive levels of support to be holding us up as well. In terms of progression for the future, that's definitely going to be a price to be looking out for. But in terms of shorter term time frames here, in terms of the midterm here for Atom there, you can see this volume weighted ATR band, guys. I stress about this literally every single day in my streams and all my videos, right? You can see the actual levels of support that we actually find on these zones. Really quite progressive, right? Sometimes, yes, we do trend below it, right? Sometimes we do trend below it, but a lot of the time we literally just wick to it and bounce off it in terms of level of support. And as you can see, what did we see yesterday? How perfect is that bounce? How perfect is that bounce, right? So now we know this is going to be acting as a heavy, heavy level of support. And the higher that we go, the higher that this bad boy comes up as well. So it's going to be very, very good to see. So yeah, for the future, right now, target points, I would be looking to get over this lower high. I know it's quite ambitious. We're still quite far away, but ideally we want to find the level of support that we are looking for currently on this trend line there. If we can do that, we're going to be looking for price targets around $36.90. If we can actually get over this level here, guys, it's going to be looking really, really quite good to challenge this $38. If we can get over $38 as well, hello, money. We're going to be looking at $42.11 there. And after that, guys, we know the score. We know that breakout scenario that we were looking for. And that's basically why it's claimed my altcoin of the day today, because there's definitely a swing position, a long swing position to be looking out for there. Obviously, nothing I say as financial advice, guys. Please, please, please go do your own research before jumping into any position that I do say on this channel. Can't stress that enough. But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today on Cosmos Atom. Let me have a little look coming through at the chat, because Smokey Joe has dumped in a super chat coming through at €2. Thank you ever so much, my good sir. I will get a cup of tea on you, my good sir. Not enough for an expensive coffee, but it's a nice cup of tea. So it's like us meeting in a coffee shop and you getting the coffee, you getting the tea, and we sit there and have a nice conversation about Trias there. So let me bring up Trias, and we'll have a little look at that ever so quickly. And please watch Trias. I haven't actually heard of Trias. I might have done some TA. Obviously, guys, I TA a lot. Yeah, I've got a line in here somehow. I do TA a lot of coins, right? Especially on stream. Like, you guys, wow, this is really bullish. God damn, Smokey Joe. God damn. Let's get rid of that for now. Interesting stuff. This is definitely worth a little cheeky record, I think. I think it is, guys. I think it is. I'm here today to give you an update on Trias, T-R-I-A-S, because I'm really not that good at reading. As you can see here, guys, since open, really quite bullish back in February. Obviously, I know we got the whole bull run here. You can see actually the level of support and the higher low that we've got from this low point coming through. Really quite nice as a bounce point at $2.77. Now, currently trading at $20.93. Quite insane gains from that low back in July there. We've actually been trending up for quite a while, 682%. So in terms of a reflection on, say, even September, right, it's been a bit of a macro downtrend here, but really nothing compared to a lot of the other altcoins and how they really got affected there. So yeah, it's really quite interesting to see and how this is really actually prevailing right now. it's actually looking insanely bullish right now. Insanely bullish. And we're above all major moving averages here on the daily. We're above even the volume weighted ATR band. And we know this level of support that this actually forms. You can see the support is forming. Even yesterday when we saw this dirty wick to the downside across all of the crypto charts, all of the coins coming through there, you can see we've actually bounced off this perfectly. So yeah, in terms of a level of support, this is looking absolutely lovely at $90.57. Hopefully we can get another bounce up there. We can come up and challenge this all-time high famous level at this $30.73 there. Very interesting to actually see. Now, right here, right now, if we want to actually bang in a nice horizontal from this level, this is going to be very interesting because that is an ascending triangle, guys. So in terms of, this is going to be quite ambitious, I know, and I don't really know that much about this coin in terms of fundamentals, but in terms of a price prediction for the future, this is going to be the most recent uptrend from the top side to the bottom side, and this is basically going to give us some sort of price direction to be looking out for there. I know it's not the most attractive thing in the world, but it's definitely going to give us some sort of direction to be looking for in the future. If we do see us break these all-time high sorts of levels there, definitely maybe a potential long trade to be looking out for. It's going to be around a 91% gain, guys, bringing the price all the way up to $58, $59 there. For that, we are going to need to triple the market cap. And to be honest, we are on KuCoin, so it is quite an early project. As you can see, we have only been around since February. And as far as I'm aware, not on Binance and any real major exchanges as of yet, but that means there's a lot more chance for it to really triple its market cap portfolio there. So yeah, really quite bullish here in terms of just charting in general. Let's move down to the shorter term time frame and see if we can get a bit of a better gauge onto what is actually happening here, because this is just going up, guys. It's really quite nice to see an altcoin that's just really banging it like so there. Really quite nice to see. And as you can see there, guys, really nice strong resistance from these zones. So yeah, in terms of the next target price point for this uptrend resistance zone, it really is going to be around this $30 there, and that's, as I was saying, all-time highs. That's basically going to be signifying a nice big breakout scenario to be looking out for there. Apart from that, this downtrend, this micro downtrend that we are seeing, I mean, we have seen a little bit of a breakout in the price. And when I say breakout in the price, we'll do some measure moves here, guys, because this is basically what we are seeing is a rising wedge pattern, guys. We see a rising wedge pattern, which basically we have an upward sloping support line here. And as you can see, the support is really quite strong along this zone, really quite strong. Apart from here, upward sloping support lines, guys, they basically usually break to the downside, right? They usually mean a bit of a retracement in the price. But as long as you're not really invalidating any real crucial high or low sort of points here, as you can see here, guys, this can be a very strong point to be invalidating. If you invalidate $16.93 there, and when I say invalidate, I mean go below it and lose that level of support, guys. If you do that, he said do, I would say that you would be coming down to this $13.58. But to be honest with you, the measure move that you are actually looking for out of this rising wedge chart pattern here for Trios here on the midterm, it's pretty much done, guys. It's really pretty much done. I would be looking for something a little bit lower, around $19.16 there. $19.16 there, definitely a point to be looking out for if we are going to have a continuation of this downtrend there. But even that is really not that bad. You can see the consolidation we've had along this zone. You can see how bullish we are here on the macro scale. So even a bit of a pullback here, it's actually really going to be quite healthy here for Trios there. But overall, really quite bullish, really quite good coin. Definitely going to be worth some research there. And so I'm definitely going to be doing some fundamental research on Trios there. And yeah, I suggest you guys do some research on it too, because if this is going to be something that is going to be continuously grinding up like this, breaking all-time highs, and having that 91% trade that we were just talking about there, then why wouldn't we be profiting from this? But yeah, that is going to be your daily update today on Trios. Let me have a little look at the chat coming through there. Another KuCoin gem is Nim. Should we have a look at Nim? And thank you ever so much for another coffee meeting there, Smokey Joe. I like how Chester sounds like a storyteller when talking about the charts. In a world, one man. Yeah, I've got that like a monotone sort of deep voice, right? Need GRT to pump again. This is an interesting coin, this one. Same sort of chart, but just not quite as much momentum, I would say. Not as quite much momentum there. But yeah, definitely Definitely an interesting chart, to say the least. So I would say very strong trend lines coming down like that from all-time highs. Also, I would say another one coming down like that from all-time highs. This is where we're currently sat on. So we could be looking at a potential breakout scenario in what we are seeing now. And this could mean basically us running up like so, right? Could mean us running up like so. So it's definitely quite interesting to see there. You can see we are actually finding quite heavy resistance along this zone. In terms of this horizontal, guys, we really are quite finding... You can see this zone actually took us a lot to get over before in previous history, right? Even through that bull market that we were a part of before there. You can see obviously the resistance we did find quite continuously. But if we can get above that, really, really nice gains, nice level of support in terms of bounce points. Yes, dirty test, but the support is actually formed really quite good from there. So yeah, definitely a trend line, sorry, not a trend line, a horizontal level of support to be looking out for there. And we're just flirting with the idea. And to be honest, if we were going to see rejection coming down from this zone, guys, we would have probably seen that by now, because you can see how many wicks that we have here. There's literally like 10 of them. So the wicks are strong, guys. When we're seeing loads and loads of wicks like this and we're testing it continuously, if it's bad, we probably would have rejected by now. So it's a good inclination, love that word, inclination, if it is a word, that we are going to actually break up to the upside here. And 39 likes, guys, unbelievable. If you could smash the like button, it does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. So yeah, I really, really do appreciate that coming through. If you could, bang that like button. See if we can get to like 45 likes. That'd be really, really cool, guys. As you can see, definitely a point to be progressing over in terms of a horizontal hit for Nimic. Nimic. I've got one more altcoin of the day today to do. Can I speak? One more altcoin of the day today to do, and that is IOTA. Let me do IOTA, and then we will carry on, guys. If you are new to the stream, guys, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday, coming through every single day, Monday to Friday. So you know what to do. Subscribe, press the notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my uploads. It's all that good stuff coming through there. Here to teach you guys every single morning. Now, this is interesting. Interesting, because there's money to be made here. Definitely money. And guys, I do 3 altcoins a day every single day to showcase to you in terms of potential positions and potential gains, potential TA for you guys to be learning, right? The third and final altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of IOTA. Really, really quite interesting stuff coming through here, guys. Just because, yes, we're not quite all-time high levels in terms of this trend, but what I would say is massive, massive trend line coming down like so from all-time highs there, but also symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming down from this lower high. You can see after that, we've just been setting lower high after lower high after lower high. Not the best scenario, but we have got the validation for that because we've got higher lows being set, creating that upward slope and support line, and creating that downward slope and resistance line, creating, yes, you guessed it, symmetrical triangle. We are at the top of an uptrend, so it's a bullish pennant chart pattern. So it's an indication that we're going to break to the upside, guys. Really quite nice if we can do that. Now, in terms of measure moves for this potential trade, this is going to be big. This is going to be juicy. This is where money is made in terms of these long swings, guys. We're going to be above all major moving averages, obviously speculatively speaking on where we're going to break here in terms of this trend line, but it's definitely something to be looking out for. In terms of percentages there, hello, money. 26.29% is going to be the major resistance to be looking out for, because that is obviously the trend line down from the all-time high. But in terms of completion of the measure move, around 31.13%. But as I said, I would probably be leaving the trade at 26.92% there. Now, in terms of other take profit points to be looking out for, guys, because you know the score, we stagger our take profits all the way up, planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. As you can see there, first take profit would be around this... yeah, probably around this $1.49. Second take profit around this $1.62. And then obviously riding that wave all the way up to the top. So yeah, definitely a breakout scenario to be looking out for there. In terms of what we are seeing here, the volume, we're seeing the volume actually trend down really quite well. And when we're seeing it trend down, guys, it basically is an indication here for a nice breakout in the volume. Note, that's the RSI. For a nice breakout in the volume for the future, yeah. For the future there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for. And if that is going to correlate with the charts here, we're going to be looking at basically another bounce point coming through there. So really not too bad for IOTA right now. And in terms of the RSI, we're really quite central, guys. So that basically means we've got a lot of space for movement. And when I say movement, I mean progression, I mean breakout, I mean 26.92% gain there. Really, really nice stuff. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frame. This is just exactly why it's claimed my altcoin of the day today, guys. Let me jump down to the shorter term time frame and let's get a bit of a better gauge into what's actually happening here. Wow, interesting. Just looking off the bat here, guys. Obviously, we do have this coming through yesterday. Obviously, this is the November sort of crash, the first sort of crash we've seen in crypto since the start of November sort of scenario, and we have seen obviously quite a big sell-off. We didn't actually come down any lower than the previous dump in October, which is really quite interesting. And this really does make me want to say this, guys. As you can see, this is not candle body close here, guys. This is not candle body close here. This is just wicks to the downside, and then we can see actually nice buying momentum. This is basically just showing that we've got buying momentum from the lower side, buying us up. So if we're going to see any sort of sell-off here, we're likely to get bought up fairly quickly in the future. So it's definitely something to be looking out for, and it basically shows a reflection in terms of the confidence for this coin at this point in time. Breakout scenario is looking a lot more likely there for the future. Yes, we do have a bit of a sell-off scenario in terms of the wick there, but it's really not as strong as these dumps, right? It's really, really not as strong as these dumps. So in terms of reflection on that, you can see these pumps, guys. In terms of reflection on that, it is going to be a lot more buying power on the table rather than the selling power there. So yeah, looking pretty good. I would say things to be looking out for there is going to be... We could do a level of support from these wicks here, because we know that is obviously a correlative zone now. So yeah, if we are going to see this bounce down, we could see basically a micro symmetrical triangle, guys. And when I say micro, I mean smaller than the macro. No, we've obviously got resistance along this trend line here. We've obviously got support here. Higher lows being formed, lower highs being formed. So there could be a little bit of a miniature breakout scenario coming through there. So it's another thing to be looking out for there. In terms of measure moves for that, it would literally be something along the lines of this to the upside there, and it's basically going to probably line up pretty well with this volume weighted ATR band as that comes down. So yeah, it's going to be another take profit point to be looking out for, and that's obviously to the upside. To the downside here, guys, and to be honest, this is still speculatively speaking. We could see us actually come down and fizzle into the end of this symmetrical triangle that we were just talking about, and then the measure move is going to be considerably smaller, guys. It's going to be considerably smaller to the upside and to the downside there. So yeah, really not too bad. But yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there for IOTA. That's going to be your daily update today, and my third and final altcoin of the day. Interesting stuff. Let's have a little look at the chat there. What's your entry point like? What's the entry point like on IOTA? So what I would be looking for an entry, right? When we're in these breakout scenarios, guys, let me because I know you guys some people are still really quite learning here. First things first, we need to take into consideration these highs, these lower highs to be looking out for, because these are going to be really quite strong. So at first glance, we're looking at $1.40 there. Let's jump down to the smaller term time frames, because we need to use all our time frames here, guys. And you can see this $1.43 there is a really quite solid point there in terms of resistance. So that didn't make sense, surely. $1.40. Oh, right, yes. Yeah, sorry, we're not going to be entering inside of that. So yeah, so at this point in time, guys, I would be looking to probably break this $1.40 here on the longer term time frame as that candle body close. You can see the resistance actually from this zone. That's definitely going to be a break point. So if we can get over that, that's where my entry is sort of going to be. But then I would be looking at this correlative zone, as you can see here on the shorter term time frame. It's not even too far away. We do have pretty strong resistance in terms of rejection from this zone as well at $1.42 there. So yeah, my entry would basically be on price action depending on how we are behaving here in this area and how long it takes for us to basically get there. We'll just have to see how that goes. But this is sort of an entry sort of area. It's quite hard to judge now as we're still quite far away from it. But we could see literally a massive spike in the price, and if we're spiking up in the price really, really fast, I'm probably not going to enter that fast. I'll probably just be like, right, we're spiking up, we're probably going to have resistance coming through, then I'll be entering later on the retest, guys. A few scenarios coming through there, but yeah, hopefully I've helped you there. Where are you? Kanishk B, hopefully I'm saying that right, man. Kanishk B, 43 likes, unreal, guys. Now, let's entry point for a short on comp, if you could. Bit of a yawn. Let's have a little look at I mean, comp was my my altcoin of the day, right? To be honest with you, for you LR, I'm not sure whether you want like a really big swing position here. But if comp is going to be swinging down, there's going to be a downtrend coming through there. I would be looking at probably, you can obviously see how consolidatory the support is along this zone, guys. And that's going to be sat at around, can I get it bang on? Around 302 there. So that's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for. Depending on how long it takes us to actually get to this breakout scenario, if we're breaking out at 324, that's a big enough distance really for a first take profit, guys. It's going to be a big enough distance for a first take profit, around 6% there. So still a really quite nice trade there, even if we see reversal from there, as we have seen there. So in terms of predicting a short position from that, I really probably would be waiting till we lose this trend line there. So yeah, and also would say we do have probably a trap zone coming through as well. As you can see, these wicks are dirty. The buying up from these wicks, trap zone for a reason there, guys. So yeah, let's look at, probably wouldn't be getting in until $3.15, and then we're probably riding that $3.15, $315, then riding that wave down 4.46% there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Let me do some other altcoins, and then we will get through to what's next. KDA seems to be all the rage. Big yawn, apologies. Ah, Nika, nice to see you on the stream as well. Waiting for IOTA to act. Hello, money. Good morning, money. Good morning, money. KDA, let's have a look at that, guys. Oh, that's F. KDA. Money. This is looking bullish. Really quite good, actually. This definitely is worth some research here, guys. And the reason why I'm saying that is primarily, if you look at how crypto has been behaving over the few months, recently, right? You can see September. Usually we actually saw quite a lot of heavy pullbacks in September, like 10, 20, 30% there for quite a few altcoins there. But this, it's not having any of that. It's like higher low, higher low, higher low, moon, higher low, moon, higher low, moon. It's really quite progressive. In terms of an uptrend here on the daily, this is actually one of the healthiest uptrends I've actually seen here for an altcoin here. Really quite nice. I wouldn't see all-time high sort of vibes here. Obviously, we do have this open at here at around $89. For me personally, when you see something open like this and you see this filthiness, I tend to not count these as all-time highs just because they're not a very good piece of information, right? Granted, yes, they are a piece of information, but they're not. just looked at myself on the stream. It actually looks like a penis. So yes, not the ideal sort of scenario coming through here. Not the ideal sort of scenario coming through on for this wick on open, right? Seriousness just went completely out the window. So $89 is going to be the all-time high, but what I would say is these $89 there. This is going to be a bit. It's basically like not a valid piece of information. That's what I was trying to say. It's not a valid piece of information in terms of all-time highs right now. I would say we're currently actually at all-time highs, and we're just grinding through right now. Ryan Matter gave it for $2 a few weeks ago. Didn't take it. Well, it is what it is. You can't regret the gains right here. Obviously, I don't know any fundamentals behind this coin, and I'm not going to talk about Ryan Matter, but yeah. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Jerry, my good sir. Yeah, in terms of a price prediction for this coin right now, let me should I do a little video on this? Nah, I'll leave it. But yeah, uptrend looking pretty good, guys. In terms of getting into this, wife made me buy KDA at $8. Hello, money. Riding that wave, security token. Okay. Where do I buy it? I need to buy it right now. I need to buy it. Where can I buy it? No, obviously, guys, we have it's looking really good. It's looking quite bullish right now. I would say I would want to look at the supply and the current market cap and the way it's been behaving recently. It's really quite bullish. It's looking really quite good. So one for the future, definitely. But as you can see, a lot of you guys are in this now, right? If you're buying this at $8, if you're buying this at $2, you're probably looking at selling. You're looking at some sort of sell-off coming through there. So yeah, I would expect some sort of pullback coming through. And the higher this goes, the bigger the pullback will be, guys. So just be patient. As I was saying, all-time highs pretty much at this point in time. So if you are looking for entries, I would be jumping down to smaller term timeframes and waiting for some pullbacks to come through there. But yeah, looking overall pretty goddamn bullish right now. Definitely want to be looking out for there for the future. Let me write that down on my pad. Shall we do a giveaway? Who would like a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway, guys. Let's do 2 months access to my Ultra package. God, I'm yawning like crazy this morning. I even had breakfast as well. Yeah, let's do a giveaway, guys. 44 likes as well. Unbelievable. Let's do a giveaway for 2 months access to my Ultra swing package, guys. And this is insane gains to the upside, right? Insane gains to the upside. Like, recently, we literally just closed a BTC long from 61K up to 65K. Ethereum long was 44,100, I think it was, all the way up to 4,700. So really, really quite good. And we're probably looking to go long on them again, just waiting for a bit more of a congruent pullback. But yeah, looking really quite good on the Ultra package right now. And also, you do get some add-on indicators with that as well. And it's you get the rounded blue box zones, which is a pretty insane indicator coming through there, guys. 75% profitable there. And it basically shows the linear regressional growth curve since the start of Bitcoin. And you can see these zones here, these blue zones. If we break it to the upside, it's basically like a long. If you break it to the downside, it's basically a short. So you can see the gains, 19%, 15% there. Yeah, I've made stupid amounts of money with this over the past few years. You can see literally long, short. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, really, really quite good. So yeah, this is an add-on that you will get in the Ultra package as well. So yeah, that's going to be something that you could be winning in a minute. And also another add-on that you will be getting is called the CCRSI indicator, guys. It's pretty god mode in terms of trading across multiple cryptocurrencies, right? And in terms of the Ultra package at this point in time, we technically only trade ADA and BNB with that indicator. But for you Ultra package members already, I think it's like 50 of you, we're really up in that. We're really, really up in that. I'm going to be adding literally, I think, 6 or 7 new cryptocurrency pairs for that indicator that I've been doing research on that are insanely profitable, right? Insanely profitable. And when I say insanely, let me get some stats, all right? Get some stats. I've got it on my pad here. It's like ridiculous. I was doing this yesterday. It's like, oh, that's the wrong one. Yes, so we're looking at XRP is 259% profitable since September 2019. DOT is 270% profitable. Litecoin is 307% profitable. Link is 512% profit since September 2019. VET is also 415% profit, and Solana is 400% profit. And these are like averaging like 70% profitable trades, guys. Really, really quite insane stuff coming through there. So yeah, that's all going to be added to the Ultra package fairly soon. But I'm going to give you guys, basically I charge £95.99 a month for this service. But I'm going to give you guys out here a chance to win it for free. 2 months for free for yourself right now. So, and then we'll get back to altcoin requests, guys. Then we'll get back to, I promise. I do promise. I'm thinking of a number. I need to get my pad and not a green one this time because it blended in with the green screen. But I'm thinking of a number between 37 of you watching. Thinking of a number between 1 and 5. Who can get it first? 1 and 5. Write it down. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. A number between 1 and 5. Whoever gets it first is going to win access. 2 months access to my Ultra package. Ultra swing package, right? It's obviously like winning like £200, right? Really quite good. You get TradingView add-ons. Insane. In the meantime, for that, I'm going to be doing some altcoin requests, guys. I'm going to be having, well, you've won it straight away there. Niddy. Number 4. Number 4. Well done to you. If you drop me a message on Telegram, I will get you added to that package, and you just drop me a message on Telegram with your usernames and stuff like that, and I'll get you added to that that package as well. within the day, right? It'll be within the day. So yeah, well done to you for winning that. I might do another giveaway close towards the end of the stream there, guys. But yeah, so far today, number 4, Nikki, is it Nikai? Nidai, Niddy? Probably Niddy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really bad at reading. So Niddy, you have won. Drop me a message on Telegram. Moving on to some altcoin requests, guys. This is just running up. This is literally just running up right now. What is happening? Money. Be careful not to FOMO into these coins, guys. You'll probably get wrecked. You can see we did see a bit of a sell-off coming through the other day. So this is basically, I'm going to do some research on this coin. As LR said, it is a security token. So it's a security token. So it's probably going to do quite well. Because it's something to be looking out for, guys. Security tokens in this space, because a lot of governments and stuff, they want this tech. They want this technology, right? So yeah, looking pretty good. But I would be waiting for a pullback for a nice accumulation zone coming through there. And to be honest, that's $21 definitely. And with the way this FOMO is coming in, I would expect a pullback coming through there. Lauren says, I never felt notified despite having the bell activated. Lauren, I apologize. It's YouTube. Honestly, YouTube are really quite bad for this, and it's a problem that they haven't really addressed. I'm going to do LRC as a request, because a lot of people have spoken about this. But yeah, so it's a problem that YouTube really needs to sort of address at this point in time, just because it's really annoying a lot of people, right? It really is annoying a lot of people, just because as you say, you're not getting notified when I go live, and I go live every single morning, and you're not getting that notification. So it's really annoying. It's really annoying, because obviously I want my audience to be, I want to be in my audience's routine and helping them trade on a day-to-day basis, right? So it sucks a bit. So yeah, if you did want to I see you, Niddy, don't worry. I see your messages. We'll get that sorted as soon as I'm done with the stream. I'll probably have a 15-minute break, and then we'll sort you out for the giveaway winner there. But yeah, so if you what altcoins have you covered up to now? Sorry, I'm late. I've covered loads. Jerry, I bought Loopring back in January. It was the worst investment I ever made, but look at it now. But yeah, what was I saying there? So yeah, if you did want instant update, guys, instant updates, go to the Telegram channel in the community. You can join that. You will get notified when I basically go live. And also there is a Telegram feed group as well. If you're not into the whole community thing, there is a feed where I post my videos and stuff like that. And also you can go follow my Twitter as well, because it always goes on my Twitter. So yeah, if you want that as well. Notification coming through. Fine here, Chester. Okay. Then why are you late, Simon? I'm joking. No, I do appreciate you coming through, Simon. So yeah, Loopring, guys, banging it to the absolute moon. Nicole's saying, can you check the YouTube channel? I think I put a 4 before. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, Nikolai, sorry, I always mess that up, right? Nikolai, sorry. Unfortunately, you didn't. It's it goes Niddy with a number 4, and then Simon, and then you with a number 4. So unfortunately, you will have to wait till tomorrow to see if you can win the giveaway again, right? Let's do some more altcoin, guys. Let's do a bit of Loopring, because this is seeing the moon right now. Seeing the goddamn moon. I'm gonna do a video on this actually. I'm here today to give you an update on a bit of LRC, a bit of Loopring coming through. Obviously, we did see the opening price around 10 cents, 14 cents. They're currently trading around $3.20. They're pretty insane gains recently, as I'm sure you guys are aware. Now, this is where it gets quite interesting, because the last time we did actually run up was December 2020. Before that, it was pretty stagnant in the consolidatory zone. From there, nice uptrend, consolidation along that zone, and then humongous dumps in May. Obviously, we know all about that. Horrible stuff coming through there. And then after the pump up in August, quite interesting stuff. We just did trend down from September. It really was just kind of a trend down. No recovery in October. And comparing that to a lot of the other altcoins, we actually saw October being not the worst month in the world for cryptocurrency in general. But now, what in the hell has happened here for Loopring here on the daily? As you can see, we're literally just running up. If you were to jump in when we saw this Saw this high low actually get formed on this most recent downtrend that we saw at 37 cents. You would currently be up. This is going to be cold hard gains, right? You're currently up 753% there. Really quite parabolic, guys. We know what we say about parabolic charts like this. This is not the place to be buying it. You're probably going to get wrecked, guys, if you buy it here, because this is a Mount Everest scenario. Mount Everest scenario, if we can't find base camp 1 in terms of a consolidation zone before taking another leg up to base camp 2, we're probably going to be doing Grand Canyon base jumps, guys, and that's obviously meaning the price will fall drastically, very, very fast. Talking Doge, talking SHIB, that sort of price action coming through there. So just be aware that this is not the place to be buying Loopring right now. For me, I'm seeing gains like this. I'm like, this is quite insane, right? I don't hold any of this. Disclaimer: don't hold any of this. I see people making insane gains. Really great, really good. But what I want to say is, please, 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 I wouldn't be FOMOing now. We're probably going to see the trend actually fall off here. Maybe a bit more FOMO. The more FOMO that we do have, the bigger the crash will be. Maybe we come down. There's going to be accumulation phases coming through there. It definitely will, guys. We're above a volume weighted ATR band. We literally always come back down and test this volume weighted ATR band. Always on the daily. It's inevitable. It will happen, right? It will happen. So there's definitely going to be accumulation phases to be looking out for the future. But yeah, if you are looking for Loopring now, not the time to be looking. You've missed the train, guys. The train to Hogwarts is gone. You've missed it. You need to get in your invisible car and you need to fly through the sky, because you need to wait a long time to buy this again, right? You need to wait a long time to buy this again. So yeah, in terms of jumping in now, not the wisest decision in the world. Let me jump to the 4-hour chart coming through there. Because this is it's quite interesting actually, because it is an indication that we are going to go higher, just because you can see, what do we have here? We do have literally an ascending triangle, guys. We've got an ascending triangle coming through on the 4-hour, and that basically does mean continuation to the upside usually. But after a 750% pump or something crazy like that, it's not something that I'm going to be jumping in on, right? I would expect bigger reversals now, and there is going to be better things to be buying right now in terms of risk-reward scenarios there. But yeah, in terms of a pump to the upside from this measure move, you could still be looking at around a 20% gain there, near enough 18.35% gain there. So not really too bad. But as I was saying, that after pumping significantly like recently, I really would expect bigger pullbacks in this, right? And in order to signify that, it is going to be breaking higher lows. You need to be looking at these higher low points to be invalidating. As soon as you start invalidating higher lows there, you know you're going to be in some sort of reversal scenarios. That could be basically a selling opportunity for you guys there who are, in a sense, hodling right now, because you don't want these gains. You don't want to give back these gains, right? You're making money. You're making cold, hard cash right now, and you know why we're here. We're here to make money. If you're giving back the gains you've already made, it's a lose-lose scenario there. So you're better off selling when you do see these sort of scenarios happening there, and then basically buying back when you see the bounces, right? We see the reversal of the trend there. So yeah, that's going to be our sort of update today on Loopring. I just want to stress, guys, remember to be taking profit, and remember this isn't just going to keep going up, right? It's insanely parabolic, really, really overextended here. We are going to see a sell-off, guys. We really, really are going to see a sell-off. So just keep that in your back pocket, and just make sure you're taking profit, because you don't want to be giving that back. That's going to be a daily update today on Loopring. Yeah. Lee Rico says, Mana still on its way down. Anyone holding Decentraland right now? Let's have a little look at Decentraland, shall we? We got quite a few Decentralanders in the chat there. Is it a game? I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Well, obviously we went parabolic, guys. This is just quite a clean example of a Mount Everest climb and then a base camp 1 being formed. We know the score. Base camp 1 consolidation looking pretty good. Looks pretty nice there. Looking pretty nice there in terms of base camp 1. But if you do want to climb Everest there, guys, you need to be chilling out. You need to be chilling out, and it's not looking too bad, right? It's really not looking too bad. I would even go as far as saying bull flag scenario there. Maybe looking for a breakout to the upside. It is a continuation chart pattern, so not looking bad, but it's like a metaverse with digital land. Oh my god, I'm buying it right now. No, yeah, that's quite cool. I like the sound of that. Decentraland. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Come on, brain. Yeah, all the metaverse stuff seems to be cooling off. I think this is what I kind of think with this whole metaverse sort of vibe right now. Obviously, Facebook did their big announcement, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, the metaverse is gonna go crazy!" And all these altcoins basically started banging it, right? All these NFT metaverse coins started just going to the goddamn moon. And now what we're seeing is a sell-off from the original investors, right? We're seeing a sell-off from the original investors, and they're basically just going to be selling into the new people right now. You might see a bit more of a sell-off coming through here, but basically all you're really waiting on now is another announcement from Facebook, right? Is another announcement from Meta, and then once that is you're going to get another announcement, and then you will go up again. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for the future. If we are going to see any more announcements coming through, it's obviously going to be providing a lot more surges coming through for these coins. So in terms of accumulation phases, this is probably a really good sort of scenario to be looking for there in terms of an accumulation phase for Decentraland there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for the future, guys. And in terms of NFT and metaverse coins, I started like a little thread in the NFT chat the other day, guys, and to be honest, I really haven't had time to go back and look through it, which is really quite annoying because it's something I really do want to just go through and just dump a load of cash in, just because I do see these having insane potentials. And to be honest, with the way the meta is going, it's the way the meta is going, guys, this is these coins are really going to be banging it up from there. So yeah, these are accumulation phases. These are sort of phases to literally be DCAing, to be buying these, because likelihood scenario, right? If we're just gonna go through this, right? So obviously we've got the Facebook announcement coming through there, guys. We've obviously got the cooling off period that we are seeing now. Probably another Facebook announcement, probably a cooling off period again. Another Facebook announcement, cooling off period again. Another Facebook announcement, cooling. It's probably going to be doing something along the lines of that, and that's probably what we are going to see across a lot of the NFT metaverse coins coming through there, guys. So yeah, definitely some really, really key points to be looking out for there for the future. But yeah, that's just sort of my take there on meta coins and that sort of scenario there for the future. But yeah, interesting. Definitely a few things to be looking out for there. I would like to go through a lot of these in the community chat that we have there. We have 50 likes. Unreal, guys. Unbelievable. Do appreciate it, guys. If you do smash that thumbs up button, it does help out the stream tremendously. And also, let's have a look at the subscribers, guys. 2,661. Hello. Amazing stuff there, people. Do appreciate the subs coming through. See if we can hit 2.7 by the end of the day. That would be unbelievable if we could. And you know the deal. If you like the content, guys, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. Notification bell, all of that good stuff coming through there. And apologies for YouTube not notifying you too well. But yeah, let me do some more altcoin requests, guys, and start banging some of these out, right? Uno. Let's have a little look at Uno for Kanishk. So we've got quite a few females in the chat, right? Dominating the space. It's nice to see, right? It's nice to see. Because I know crypto at this time seems to be quite a male-dominating sort of market, and it's nice to see the females coming out in force, right? Uno Re. Interesting. We're taking over, lol. I'm here today to give you an update on Uno Re. As you can see here, we do have all-time high coming through from here around open on the daily chart, and that's probably sat at $1.26. We are currently trading at 81 cents there. But in a very healthy uptrend, I must say. Very interesting stuff there, just because, as you can see, we do have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. You can see, what are we seeing here? We're seeing a measure move completion, guys. Another very nice breakout scenario here for Uno. Not looking too bad as well. And I think someone told me recently that Uno's just burnt a load of their coins and stuff, so that's obviously very, very progressive. Really good stuff coming through there. But yeah, measure move completion there from symmetrical triangle. Just a nice example of a breakout scenario playing out there. Around 50% gain there for Uno Re. As you can see here, guys, what are we seeing in terms of this smaller term time frames, in terms of this uptrend here? You can see we're actually finding pretty strong levels of resistance along this zone. Let's get some trend lines drawn in. As you can see there, guys, pretty strong resistance along this zone. Multiple times we've tested this, and we've just seen Viva La Resistance basically prevail to the downside, right? So not that progressive, but in terms of like the whole scale of what we're seeing here, we're actually still in an uptrend at the end of the day, because we're still setting higher high after higher high after higher high. So it is bullish. We are finding resistance, but it is bullish. Now, what I would say here, we do have a lovely level of support to be thinking about. Pretty much a parallel channel coming through as well, which is obviously pretty progressive, guys. Pretty progressive to the upside. When we say parallel channel, it's when these two lines are basically parallel to each other. You can see the levels of support that we are seeing along this zone. And that is literally, as we can see here, pretty strong stuff. Really quite strong stuff. So if we are going to see us actually come down in this micro downtrend that we are seeing now, I would be looking for a bounce at around this 0.72 there. Not too bad for a bounce up yet again. If we are going to lose this parallel channel here, there is going to be a measure move short position down to the downside to be looking out for there. Quite ambitious. It's going to bring us down right down to the volume weighted ATR band, guys. And that's a very crucial point here on the midterm for a bounce point in terms of level of support. I don't think we're going to see. Yeah, you can see the bounce point in terms of the support there on the volume weighted ATR band. See if we can get another piece of information. I'm not sure if we can. No. It's too new. The coin's too new. We don't have the data for that. But as you can see, this is definitely going to be a point to be looking out for if we do see any sort of crash coming through. In terms of shorting this coin, this is something to be looking out for there. It's going to be around a 50% drop there. So yeah, pretty ambitious. But yeah, definitely taking profits all the way down to basically achieve that. Now, getting rid of that for now, let's talk about a measure move to the upside, because overall, guys, we are trending up. It's looking really quite good. So yeah, let's talk about a measure move to the upside. Obviously, we're going to go on the most recent uptrend. We're going to look at price targets now for the upside here. Obviously, volume weighted ATR band to the upside. We can see the resistance that we are finding on that currently. We do need to get over that for a congruent breakout out of this parallel channel, guys. But in terms of percentage gain for this, if we're going to see this run continue, it's going to be around a 39, maybe 38. Yeah, 38.74% gain there. So really quite progressive for the future there for Uno. Definitely one to watch in my book. Now, in terms of, that's probably what I would be looking for there, because as we were talking about there on the daily, it's a bit too... We've seen what we've seen. We've seen the symmetrical triangle, guys. We could be taking this trend line and we could be moving it. Maybe something along the lines of that. Maybe something along the lines of that. The thing is, we're still trending up. We're still setting higher highs, so we haven't really got a congruent point to be going off. In terms of horizontal point there, this is going to be all-time highs to get over, and that is going to be sat around that $1.29 there. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a resistance point in terms of this breakout scenario on the shorter term time frame, and that's basically going to signify a very quite nice take profit point. If we run up here and we start just carry on this uptrend like so, and then we break out of here and we break out of here at the same time, it's going to be colossal gains to the upside, guys. Really quite good, right? Really quite good. So yeah, definitely a couple of things to be looking out for there for Uno Re. That is going to be your daily update today. Moving on, guys. Just going to have a drink of my water, and then we're going to carry on, because hate to be that person, but have you done SHIB? Obviously, parabolic FOMO-ness coming through. We've got a symmetrical triangle at the top of that uptrend, which is drawn like so, guys. I just want to bang that in just for a bit of education for you guys out. A symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend is a bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. Usually means continuation to the upside, right? Thank you so much, storyteller Chester. Do you mean like the way that my voice is? So it's like continuation to the upside. So yeah, as you can see there, guys, we're in another symmetrical triangle, sort of a bullish pennant chart pattern yet again for this for SHIB right now. I know it's SHIB, and the OGs on the channel who know me quite well, because I stream here every single day, you know my opinions on these meme coins. If you're making money, amazing stuff. Well done, good for you. But for me personally, I'm not really a fan of these. At the end of the day, I see it as like the fundamentals behind it, right? The fundamentals behind it. It's an exchange. It's a SHIB swap exchange that's literally funded by FOMO. At this point in time, it's going to be coming down fairly soon, and when it does come down, we're going to see kind of a repeat of Doge, right? And it's going to be quite strong, right? It's going to be really quite strong. We need audio books with your voice. MC Chester says Des Luke. Nearly. Probably, I was going to try and spit some bars then, probably should. I might do that one time, that'd be quite funny. I do like to spit bars. Yeah, I know, he. Yeah, my voice is like, it's quite monotone, and it's obviously typical English accent, right? But yeah, in terms of SHIB, back to SHIB, guys. Enough about me. In terms of SHIB, we are trending down, guys. We are in a bullish pennant chart pattern, so it's looking like we are probably going to break to the upside here at some point. We're kind of just waiting for another wave of FOMO. When this does come in, guys, it's going to be probably, well, the measure move is on us. That's dropped significantly, right? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and see if we can get a bit of a better gauge for a measurement. Oh, it's going to be quite small, actually. Really quite disappointing, right? And when I say this, guys, this is what I'm meaning. We're going to go on the most recent uptrend for a non-greedy measurement. If you are looking to trade SHIB here, it is going to be something along the lines of this, around 10%. Ugh, really quite bad. Really, really quite bad. But in terms of just behind SHIB in general, SHIB is... It had the highest market. I don't know if it's still over Doge there, but it had the highest market cap over every other meme coin. So it's the highest we've ever seen a meme coin market cap go. So it's like, can they go higher? Is there enough new investors to fund it? Is the FOMO really going to come through? Yes, I agree. Children's storybooks too. The other day, I dozed off to one of Chester's old streams. That's brilliant. Oh my god, please spit bars one day. I sound the same accent, lol. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse having this accent, right? Ah, damn it, dropped my fidget spinner. Good day, mate. Can you have a look at Atom if you haven't already? I don't know why I went Australian there. Maybe are you Canadian? I don't know, but but yes, yeah, I think you're Australian. Hey, you aren't you? I don't know why I went Australian. There's no inclination for that. But Atom, if you haven't already. Oh, good day, mate. That's probably why. Yeah, Atom, if you haven't already. I have covered Atom as my altcoin of the day, my good sir. So you will get a video on that. You will. Because there's money. Cold hard cash to be made here. Symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend. And we know what this means, guys. Bullish pennant chart pattern. Continuation to the upside. A continuation to the upside. That short in the bear market money. Money. People tend to judge the posh ones. Yeah, definitely. Aussie, mate. Yeah, I thought so, man. Yeah, they tend to judge the posh ones. Quite funny. It's interesting. But yeah, let's do some altcoins, guys. Check out Doodoo, says Leader Crypto. My G. Thanks, Chester. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm here every day. Every goddamn day. Monday to Friday, of course. I like to have a little bit of a weekend, guys. I'm going to do some TA. I'm going to do a video on this. Why not? It's trending down. I don't know what it's about, but why not? I just got it in rewind. Have a look. We'll see. Okay, man. No sweat. Yeah. If not, hey you. I am going to be producing it as a video later on, as I do every day with my altcoins of the day. So yeah, you can just stay tuned to the YouTube and or the Telegram feed, and you'll basically see it come through in a bit, probably like an hour or so. God, it's nearly 12:30 already, guys. Oh damn, we're nearly at a 2-hour stream. Jesus, man. Why do I do this to myself? Never heard of it. Do. So yeah, let's do this, right? I'm here today to give you an update on Doodoo, not the stuff that we produce, but the coin. As you can see here, guys, we do have a level of support coming through in terms of the low point that we did find there, around 0.78 cents there. From there, we've kind of been trending up, forming, yes, annoyingly, a symmetrical triangle, guys. Symmetrical triangle at the bottom of a downtrend is actually a bearish chart pattern, so this could mean continuation to the downside. It could mean a break to the downside here. So this is definitely something to be looking out for the future. In terms of shorting this coin, you could be looking at some sort of breakout looking like so. And it's obviously going to mean that we're going to be coming down to previous higher lows here, guys. Really, really previous higher lows. And these are obviously really quite big reversal points there. So in terms of taking profit there, I would literally be staggering take profits all the way down, just because you're basically planning for any sort of reversal there, planning for any sort of reversal in the price. You would be entering after this low here, banging it down like so. In terms of percentages there, hello money. It's going to be around near enough a 17-18% gain there. As I said though, staggering take profits down, basically planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. So yeah, not too bad at all there. Definite money to be made in terms of a short position. If we are going to break to the upside, because we have been trending up quite aggressively, I would say recently, quite aggressively, we could be looking at basically a long position, guys. My lights just flickered. Not good. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, this is definitely a long position to be looking out for. I would be waiting to clear this previous high here, and that's going to be Still around a 20% gain as well, and then obviously take profit points staggering all the way up. You know the score. Hit your first take profit, stop loss at entry. If we see that reversal come through, you're still going to be making that money, right? You're still going to be making that money. Measurement completion, 21% there. Let's jump down to the smaller term time frames. 3 hour is trending up, gradually getting over the 200 EMA there, and we have found a heavy level of support along this zone before. So yeah, definitely a point to watch there. Hopefully we can actually bang it up from here and see that momentum to the upside there. And also we do have the most recent lower high to get over is going to be sat pretty much bang on this breakout point there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how we do actually behave here, considering we've got to get over all these major moving averages that we've got coming through here, which are going to be acting as resistance there. So maybe we come up, we actually consolidate inside of these moving averages between the 200 EMA and maybe the 21 and also the 55 EMA as well. Maybe consolidation along here before taking a leg up, hopefully finding that support on the moving averages, and then having that breakout scenario that we were just talking about. But yeah, a couple of things to be looking out for there. Let's jump to the bigger term timeframes for some sort of bigger sort of price prediction here, because that's the breakout scenario long trade that we are looking for. If we are going to be referencing any sort of uptrend here, this is definitely something to be looking out for, guys. There's definitely something to be looking out for. If we're going to see any sort of continuation here, this is going to be basically a price prediction for the future. I know, quite ambitious, but it is going to be lining up pretty well with the volume weighted ATR band, guys. And this is obviously on the basis that we clear these highs and we actually continuously set these high lows that we have been setting here, and basically have the continuation to the upside there. Price prediction is going to be around $3.30, currently trading at $1.65 there, around an 80% gain there, something along the lines of that. But yeah, definitely something to be looking out for. And that's going to be your daily update today on Doo-Doo. Interesting coin there. Hope it's not dead as a doo-doo. Yeah. Hey, you says juicy. I'll just write down, because I did actually promise to do more signals for the premium scout package today. Well, more scan the charts for you guys, not produce you my trades, because it's just off an indicator, right? If not, that would be illegal. Can't be doing that. But yeah, let's move on, guys. Let's get some altcoin requests coming through there. Chester, cutoff time is approaching. Yes, guys, it is approaching. I have been streaming for literally... Should we go for 2 hours? Another 8 minutes, guys. We'll do another 8 minutes, and then we will be calling it a day today. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, etc. If you've got any more altcoin requests, guys, bang them in the chat. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll do those. Theta. Pretty mental right now. Let's do some fresh. I don't know what just happened, but it happened. So let's move on. Back to Theta. Very weird. Let me get rid of this, guys. Let's get rid of all this dirty TA, because it's a bit too messy, isn't it? We can't really do a video with this all messy. No, we can't. We need it fresh, so I can describe as I'm going. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired now. Have we not done You said the virus is sweeping the world then. Cardano? No, we haven't actually touched on ADA today. I think ADA does look a bit bullish, to be honest, but annoyingly, it has been trending now for a while. So we just kind of need ADA to sort of pull their finger out. I mean, they've still got the market cap and stuff behind them, but they just need a bit of new investment, right? They're lacking in new investment at the moment. That's what I would say about ADA. I'm here today to give you a daily update on Theta token. As you can see here, guys, we're starting off here on the daily. We do have, obviously, the all-time high levels coming through from before at around, where are we? Around $16. They're currently trading at $7.32. So a hell of a long way to go to get to that all-time high level. In terms of what we are seeing here, massive levels of support in terms of this trend on all the way down. Not really that valid for us right now. in case we see us come all the way down in the future. So yeah, we could probably get rid of that one for now. But what I would say is we do have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. So there is going to be a potential breakout scenario to be looking out for here for Theta token here. Pretty good gains to be actually referencing if we are going to see us actually bang it up here. If we're going to see us bang it up here, we're going to be looking at completion of the measure move here. I mean, we could do it on the most recent uptrend. I'll probably just go on this this top there, because that's just a bit too greedy for my liking there. So yeah, we could be going on something along the lines of this. In terms of a price prediction for Theta, it's going to be around $12.75 there. So definitely a very interesting level to see if we can get that. It's going to be bringing us up to near enough all-time high levels there. In terms of percentages for this breakout scenario for you guys to be referencing for the future, obviously nothing I say is financial advice. Please, please, please go do your own research before entering any sort of position that I do say on this channel. I probably would actually be waiting to get in here for this breakout scenario off this high here. Off this lower high here. If we can invalidate that and set a new high, then yeah, that's going to be a pretty good scenario to be running that up. But if we are going to be going down to the shorter term timeframes here, I would actually say we'd probably do a breakout before that. And when I say that, guys, we do have an ascending triangle, as you can see, guys. As you can see, we do have a pretty strong horizontal here in terms of resistance there. You can see back in September, crazy stuff off that point. Dirty trap to the upside, massive dumps to the downside there. So yeah, you can see the resistance that we do actually find off this zone most recently as well. Yesterday we did actually find insane dumps, but you can see the support that we are finding along this trend line as well here, guys. And this is obviously an upward sloping support line. Basically, we got an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles usually break to the upside there, guys. So if we're breaking to the upside, we're looking for a breakout scenario sat at around probably $8.62. That's going to be it's going to be an okay entry point to be looking out for there. And then obviously taking profit, first take profit is going to be this trend line coming through around 2%, and then riding that wave up 6%, volume weighted ATR band there at 9%, and then by then you're probably already clearing the breakout zone on the longer term time frames there. So that is definitely going to be maybe a position that you just hold all the way, or even add to that position if it is going to be running up like so. In terms of positions to be taking profit at, I would be just doing it at all these major reversal points. As you can see here, guys, massive reversal points along these zones, and obviously volume weighted ATR band to be looking out for. Now if we do actually clear that $10.11 there, I would probably be adding to my position and then running it up for that further more percentage there. So yeah, that's something to be looking out for Theta. But yeah, that's going to be your overall daily update now. But yeah, a couple of breakout scenarios for the future. Currently bullish, currently underpriced. Let me have a little look at the chat there. Thank you, Chester. We really appreciate your commentary. Not a problem. Broke out yesterday, right before the dump. I think so on the previous TA, but you can see how I think this is a lot more correlative along this zone. Jay Khan says, hello to all my fellow friends. Hope we are all happy. Hopefully we are. I just went back to see your Cardano TA and didn't see any. No, we haven't touched on Cardano. 1.97 to 230 or so before the dump. Hey, did we go over Matic? Guys, I'm nearly at 2 hours. I'm really tired, so I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to do a lot more altcoin requests for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it today. 2 hours, pretty good. Smashed it. Do appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, Ben, I don't have time to do TVK. I think I might have done a video on TVK maybe a couple days ago. So if you want to go check that out, man. That'll give you a bit of a price prediction coming through from that. But yeah, overall, do appreciate your support coming through. And I do appreciate all the likes. 56 likes ending the stream, guys. Unbelievable. In terms of subscriber count as well, we're killing it out here. We're killing it. Just went up one as well. Unbelievable. Do appreciate you guys all coming through. And trade safe out there, because this is a pretty dirty day. It's a pretty filthy day. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed the whole structure of the stream. But yeah, 2 hours, guys. Pretty insane, right? Pretty insane. And thank you all for everything. And I see you're all saying thank you in the chat. And I see on the stream there, Sam Speaks Straight. Hope you're having a good day, man. And guys, go check out Sam Speaks Straight. He's talking about some like confidence stuff and some really quite valid points in life. So yeah, guys, if you want to go check him out, he basically streams every day as well. So yeah, really good content coming through there. And he's obviously a very new YouTuber in the space in terms of streaming and stuff like that. So yeah, really good stuff coming through there from a new streamer. So yeah, if you want to go check him out, he's the guy. So yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in, guys. But for now, it's going to be peace out. And goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Are you feeling juicy? Keeping it juicy. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Money. Cold hard cash. Money. Yeah, that's it, guys. Peace out.